Jiminy Cricket. That's perfect, right where it sits too. Center home. Last panel.
How's it feel?
Great. Champagne's necessary. Yeah, get the champagne. Don't want to break them against it though, right? Yeah. So yeah, then we just have to wire it. And Hydro's coming tomorrow morning to give us our approvals and show us where they want us to do our metering and all the rest. This is a 10 kilowatt fit project, microfit project. Going to collect 38 kilowatts a day on average, year round, 365 days a year. Top. Yeah. It's our little rabbit, our little mascot. He's been an integral part of the process.
I'm an engineer. I'm working with Muskoka Renewable Energy. We're designing and building solar arrays. I really like renewable energy and wanted to be involved with this. The idea was to try and get to the maximum 10 kilowatt array size, and this property poses a bit of a challenge with the rock and the slope to it. In order to handle the square footage of area we've got with that many panels, it involved 5 poles. So for the design that we've got. So looking at south, very fortunate here the way this worked out. The lot has great southern exposure, and by having to be on the angle allowed us to fit the full-size array on the property, because the array is actually as wide as the property. So in order to stay within setbacks and that for the property, the angle to face south worked out perfectly for us. Well, every site has its unique requirements, right? So like this one, we've got the rock to deal with, the orientation of the property, the adjacent neighbors, all of those things come into play. So it's something that you have to do an assessment of every particular application, each one, and come up with the appropriate solution. So the first thing was deciding where is the orientation we want for the best sun exposure, and then trying to fit that on the property and not come as far down the hill as was going to encroach on the parking area that you've got back here. So we were very fortunate that the dimensions just worked. We just clear setbacks on both sides, and we're just right at the base of the hill with the fifth pole here, and we end up with the exact orientation we want. So it's an ideal thing. So I guess that was the biggest challenge with this. The poles and putting the panels on the poles is easy. Getting 5 poles in a line on this rock was not. That was quite a challenge. Trying to get them sitting where we wanted and being able to get them straight so that all the panels line and it looks like one continuous array was definitely a challenge. Well, the alternative was we wouldn't tie them together. They would have been 5 separate poles.
Why were they tied together?
Because it would be better aesthetically to be one continuous array like this. It's nicer tying them together. You also gain some advantages in that you're tying the poles together, so you gain some strength in structure by having them all tied together. So ideally that was the objective, and that's what we set out to do, and it happened, luckily. no major challenges that we couldn't overcome, that's for sure. The poles and brackets, all the steel work has been made here in Huntsville. Huntsville did all that work for us. All the aluminum is supplied by them as well, and we do all the cutting and drilling and everything to make the frames in-house ourselves. And then obviously the panels and all of that are supplied components, but as much as possible is kept locally and to Canadian content as possible. So.
Yeah. Most people would love to have this. Yeah. Especially over the 20 years and the revenue and stuff. It's going to be good. Yeah.
I'm glad I've got it.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Where's the rabbit?